Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. To open today's webinar, the Australian dollar is attempting to try and recover as it breaks back above 74 cents. From the initial heavy sell-off that we saw at the beginning of the week from that 75 region, I still expect to see in the next 24 hours at this level to cap the Australian dollar and see a move back towards 73.65 and lower down towards 73.10 and reassess from there from last week's low. Towards that top side, a break above 74.40 should see supply returning, and I do expect to see 75.0510 capping in the near term. The euro dollar bullish divergence is still very much holding. As you can see here, the market is broken above zero and now climbing, with the oscillator also supporting a further move to the upside. In light of the current pattern, I do expect to see a challenge of 106.8085, and a break above there would see further scope towards 107.60 with a cap above at 108. In light of the risk events into the coming 24 hours, with the non-farm payroll data releasing at 12:30 tonight after midnight, and also with the Italian referendum as well coming up on the 4th on Sunday, could actually expose further weakness, eventually away from 107 to 108 and down towards 104. But at the moment, we still should not discount an impulse towards the top side and then expect to see the market sell off from that 108 region and down towards 104.70. Now, beneath 104.70 does expose further weakness towards 102 as a potential target. So do keep these levels in mind with the event risk that we've got now coming up tonight and on Sunday. Dollar yen, after this 13 big figure rally over 4 weeks, is now looking a little bit tired. And I do expect to see the dollar retreat from the 115 region and look towards 113.80. A break beneath there will give further exposure towards 112.40 and reassess from there, as if the bears fail to leave the scene from that 112.40 level, we could actually see further exposure to 110.50. So keep that in mind if we see a pullback from that 110 region or 112, then eventually gets the market out of an overbought situation and then sees a further rally towards the top side and could claim the highs around 115 to 118. But that's not at the moment. The short term is for a pullback. Sterling broke above the resistance of 125.30 overnight, and it exceeded the rally that was very impressive and took all the shorts out of the market after peaking around 126.90. From the rejection from that level, as you can see here, was a stab motion. Could actually see a retreat now from the 126 region and look back towards 124.70, and is a move from there that would expose further weakness down towards 123.60 and reassess from there. Well, since the break of 1,200 in gold, my objective has been reached after hitting a low overnight of 1,160. In light of the current pattern, we could see another round of test towards that downside, and while we remain above 1,150, then we could see a recovery back up towards 1,184 and reassess from there. However, if we get a break under 1,150, then this would expose further weakness for about a $100 drop towards 1,050. And to wrap up with oil, the market is still very much challenging the upside. And you can see here the rejection at the moment of 52.40. Now that's a key level. If we break above there, then that would give scope up towards $54 to $55 a barrel. So do keep that in mind if we see a break in the next 24 hours to that top side. In the event we see a pullback and we can see a break under the support level of 49.20, then this would give further exposure down towards $46 a barrel and reassess from there. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me. And as I mentioned before, do keep an eye out tonight for the non-farm payrolls at 12:30 a.m. and also for the Italian referendum on Sunday.